today, on this fine whatever day that you're watching this video, welcome back to I.K.T.L TV. And today, I am bringing y'all a brand new kind of video. I never dropped this kind of video on my channel before, but this video has been weighing so heavy on my heart to do, but I just felt like I wasn't ready. But today, I just was like, okay, no more procrastinating. I'm gonna make this video because God been telling me this whole time to make this video, and I've just been disobedient, and I'm no longer being disobedient anymore. So here I am. First and foremost, I just want to say that I just want to start off by telling y'all why I started my channel in the first place, what the name of my channel means, and then I'm gonna get into the video. So, boom. I first created my YouTube channel in 2019. And we're not fully into 2021 yet. So, that's only a year ago. That's like a year and some change ago. Because I started it in July 2019. Right? I started it in the summertime. And when I started my channel, it was during this time period that I'm about to talk about right now. So, yeah, but when I started my channel, I originally had the intentions on making it a spiritual channel, and that's why it's named I.K.T.L TV. That was before I changed the name. The OG name to my channel, it still is, but it's just abbreviated now. The abbreviation I.K.T.L means it's a key to life, right? So when I started my channel, I had intentions on it being a spiritual channel, which is why it's named that, because obviously I'm dropping gems and I'm dropping knowledge, so it's a key to life, you feel me? It's a key. The key is the knowledge that I'm dropping to this life that we're living, you feel me? Clever, I know. Anyway, but yeah, that's why it's named I.K.T.L TV. And so, boom. So now let's get into the video that most of y'all can tell by the title. But yes, this video is my testimony, my new age to Jesus testimony, and this video had been weighing so heavy on my heart, like I said, to tell my testimony, because you just never know who needs to listen to somebody that is close to them. Like, a lot of my subscribers are people that's close to me, so like, you never know who need to hear what I got to say. So that's why I decided to quit being disobedient and just go ahead and make my video. Go ahead and make the video, because it's time to stop wasting time. Like, now is the best time to drop it. I feel like I'm finally ready to tell my testimony, because I feel like God just been preparing me for this exact moment right here. So, boom, 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 boom. The reason why it's called New Age to Jesus is because New Age is what I was caught up in, right? And if y'all don't know what New Age is, that's the law of attraction. That's you create your own reality. That's the meditation. That's the tarot cards. That's all of that put into one. That's the chakras. That's all of that stuff wrapped into just one name, New Age, right? And today I'm here to tell you how you will be so deceived by New Age. And I'm letting you know how right now. So let's start off with my story, shall we? Okay, so this story goes way back. It starts in June 2019, right? And I was just a simple old girl. Chill. All right, let me get serious. No. Okay, so it started off so simple, as everything always does. Like, everything always starts off so simple. So it started off one day, it was just regular, and my little sister just came up to me. She was like, Yana, I seen this video about meditating. I think we should try it. And blah, 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 blah. And I didn't automatically shut the idea out. I was just like, okay, meditating. I've heard of it. I just never thought I would be trying it. I never thought, so I wasn't automatically jumping at the idea, right? Supposed to meditate on Bible scriptures, because that is how you protect yourself spiritually, right? But with all the New Age stuff, basically they say that meditating is to clear your mind and to get you deeply relaxed and all this other stuff stuff that's gonna deceive you to think that it's harmless, but it's really not. Right? So, and then so like a few days after that, she was like, wow. My little sister, she was into it. She has the same journey with me, but we two different people, so our journeys are different. I just feel like I had to share mine. But so we was in this together, like me and her. We was in this together. So y'all may hear me like I'm gonna reference her a lot because she's a part of my journey, no cap. So she like a few days after she told me about the video, she was like, oh my gosh, she was like, I just meditated for the first time. I feel so good, like I feel so relaxed, I feel like I'm energized and all of this stuff. So then after that I was like, you know what, let me try it, because at this point, like, I gotta see what she's talking about, like I have to. So boom, like at first I didn't know how to meditate, so I just like I looked. She told me how to do it. I was like, how do you meditate? Like I'm confused. Like what you mean? And so basically she was like, just go on YouTube and look up like 10-minute or 15-minute meditations or whatever, and blah 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 blah. Now there's different meditations out there, but the one I started off with simple, like breathe, relax, empty your mind of all your thoughts, blah 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 blah, all of that, right? It started off so simple like that. So I was just like, okay, I'm breathing, I'm relaxing, but my mind was like running crazy. Like the goal of meditation is to basically just try and get your mind to be as empty as possible. Red flag, but I'm gonna just continue. I'm gonna talk about all the red flag. I'm gonna get into all of that. So yeah, so I'm just like, okay, boom, 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 like, whatever. And eventually, I just started doing it more and more. Meditation became, like, a daily thing. Like, eventually, like, that's how caught up I got into it. Like, meditation became, like, a real daily thing for me. I did it every day. Like, it was, like, so religious for me. Like, I would wake up and I'm sorry, y'all, my back hurting, forgive me. But, like, I would wake up and be like, facts, gotta meditate. When you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to pray. But, whatever, we're gonna get to all of that. So, I was just like, alright, facts. I wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy, got my glasses, I'm out the door, I'm finna hit this city. So, I wake up and I'm just like, alright, facts, let me meditate, boom, 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 boom. And the more, I started off meditating, like, just laying down on my bed, regular, just trying to clear my mind, just, breathing, da-da-da-da-da. But if y'all are a little bit familiar, I'm cold, man. If y'all are a little bit familiar with meditation, like, well, I hope y'all aren't. If y'all are, then that's why y'all need to be watching this video. Stick around to the end. But, yeah, so, as I was, like, the more I meditated, the more I learned how to do it the correct way, basically. And so basically, like, when you meditate, you're supposed to say crisscross applesauce, your back's supposed to be straight, whatever, you're supposed to be mad relaxed or whatever, and just have your hands like this or whatever, and sit down and meditate, right? So that's how it started. It all started with something simple as meditating, right? Something so simple as meditating led me to this dark, destructive path that I was on, and only Jesus saved me from that thing. No cap. But anyway, so boom, it started off with meditating, and then I was watching this dude's channel on YouTube, and I'm not gonna drop his name just for controversial reasons. I don't have time for none of that, so I'm just gonna keep his name non-disclosed. And basically, like, he was like walking me through my whole little I don't even know what to call it, like, that whole little snippet where I was lost in the sauce. He was like the one who I was going to for more information. Like, he was the one who I was like going to like get answers from. And moral of the story is, that's an example of, that's like a false idol right there. I was going to that man like he was God, like, and going to his channel seeking answers, and like he was like, I'm talking to the Savior. No, it was not like that. Like, that's not what you're supposed to do. So, boom, the more I was watching his channel, the more he had me, like, my mind was just going crazy. It started off something simple like meditating, like I said, and then it led to, and then it's like once you open that door to New Age, all of it slowly but surely comes to you. So like it's like you open a door to one thing and it leads you to a whole another world of a lot more stuff. So it started off simple as me meditating, right? And then it led to me sun gazing, and then it led to me getting crystals, and then it led to me doing tarot card readings on YouTube. So I'm gonna talk about the tarot card readings on YouTube. So when I was doing the tarot card readings on YouTube, normally this is how it would the pick a card readings, if you're familiar with it. I know people are probably familiar with it. If not, look it up. It's there on YouTube. Whatever. Don't watch the videos. If you just want to know what I'm talking about, type it in the box and be like pick a card reading and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like tarot cards and stuff. But don't watch it. Don't do it. It's not for you. So, boom. And when I would do these pick a card readings, I would do them pertaining to like my love life and stuff. So like back then I had this crush on this dude, and I would be doing pick a card readings to get more answers about our relationship, or like if we would end up together and stuff like that. I was going crazy with the pick a card readings. Like I was doing pick a card readings for who's gonna be my husband. I was doing pick a card readings for all of this stuff. Like I was just doing so many pick a card readings that just had my mind so messed up. It's crazy. It's so crazy to me. But yeah, so like basically like when you do the pick a card readings, they start off by telling you to pick a deck. But before they tell you to pick a deck, they be like, take a few deep breaths and just listen to your intuition and pick a card. Like you're supposed to like take a few deep breaths and then pick a deck that you feel the most drawn to or whatever, right? And so like every single video, I'm talking about none. I mean, not everything that, like, not literally every sentence, but like most of what they would say in the videos really resonated with what I had going on for real, right? But this is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like before I got into the tarot card readings, I was still into this YouTuber's channel, and basically like he made me aware of the fact that I'm a soul and not just a human. Like we're all human, but at the same time our true form is a soul. Like deep within us is a spirit living within us. Like once our physical body died, our soul still lives. Our soul is eternal. Well, we'll get to all that, but yeah, so I was aware that I was a soul, but my mind was like completely spaced out still. Like I knew certain stuff, but I didn't know all of it. Like I didn't know that we were living in the spiritual world. So everything that is physical, like everything in this physical world, like we're also living in a spiritual world as well. Like the spiritual world is all around us. We just can't see it with our own two eyes. Like that's just the way it is. And so I was just unaware of that. So when I would do these pick a card readings, I'm just thinking like, I mean, they would be saying that they hearing something in the spirit and stuff like that, but I didn't register in my mind that it could be demons talking to them. Like it just didn't click in my mind. Like the whole time I'm thinking they good. Like the whole time I'm thinking the whole thing is sweet, but it's not. Like the whole thing is a hoax, I'm telling you. So I would be doing these pick a card readings and trying to get more answers for my love life and all of this good stuff, whatever. And I would just, everything they would say would just really line up and really like resonate with what I had going on for real. So I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, like what the heck, like for real. So not only was I going to this dude's channel for information, I was also going to pick a card readings for information on my love life or whatever, right? So that's like another door that I had opened that I didn't even realize what I was stepping into, right? So that's another thing. And then another thing was the law of attraction. Now, everybody should be aware of what law of attraction is. Law of attraction is basically like how they tell you, like, you're the creator of your own reality, and whatever you want, you can have. All you got to do is manifest it and believe that you already have it, and you'll have it. Now, let me just say this. Manifesting is very much real, but it's how you do it. You can either do it in a bad way or you can do it in a good way. The good way, how you manifest, is through God. You talk to God. You bring your request to God, and whatever you ask for, He will bring it to you. That is how you manifest. You believe what you're asking for in prayer, it will be given to you. It's in the Bible, y'all. Y'all need to open that thing and read it. It's a book full of answers that it will answer all y'all questions. Like, no cap. So that's how you really, truly manifest. But with this law of attraction, they take God completely out the picture. They make yourself seem like you're controlling your whole reality. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, they be like, oh, like, just believe that you have it and da 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 da. And let me tell you, because I was lost in the sauce too. Like, I'm thinking, ain't nothing wrong. I'm thinking, yeah, I am the creator of my own reality. I can have whatever I want. I can manifest it, me, by myself, me, just me, right? So, I'm going to give an example, right? During this little time period, I had, what kind of phone I had? Back then, I had a iPhone 8. And my iPhone 8, it had problems, like, it had speaker damage, like, the speakers wasn't working, like, the speakers was, like, damaged and stuff, so my audio was trash, and all of that good stuff, like, yeah. Like, if y'all watch my OG very first YouTube video, and y'all heard the audio on that video, it's because I was using my iPhone 8, and the speakers were trash. So, I was like, man, I really want me a new phone. Okay, let me manifest it. So, I was just like, alright, you know, saying little stupid junk, like, I already have a phone, whatever, right? And then, next thing you know, boom, new phone pop up in the mail. It was so easy. It came so easy. I was like, oh my gosh, manifesting is so real. Like, what the heck, right? But it's so much other stuff that goes into that stuff. Like, when you're manifesting not through God, who do you think just give it to you? You think it just pop up? Because obviously, you know what I'm saying, we not, that's just not the case. It has to come from somewhere. Do you know, I didn't know this until after the fact, but do you know that when you're sitting, when you are thinking that you are manifesting something and you thinking that it's your mind bringing it to you, do you know that there's angels in the spiritual world, just like how there's demons, but most of the, like, I think here on earth, there's mostly, like, in the spiritual world, demons, more so than there's angels, because the angels are up there in heaven with our Lord and Savior. So most of the spirits here on earth are, like, demonic spirits. So when you're saying here manifesting stuff, new age and stuff is that's the devil's way of deceiving you, right? He's trying to make you take God out the picture completely. So when you're saying you're the creator of your own reality, no, sis, no, because you completely not acknowledging God at all. That's the main thing. So when I was manifesting all this stuff, that was demons popping that physical stuff right in my hands. And I wasn't aware of it until after the fact. But how I know, because that phone had so many problems. Do you know, like, after after I had that phone for 2 months and it fell straight on its face and the whole thing cracked. I had so many problems with that phone. I only had that phone for, like, how long did I have that phone? I had it for, like, when did I get this phone? I don't know. I had it for a short amount of time. And for the short amount of time that I had it, so much stuff happened to it. Like, the screen cracked. I had to get the screen fixed on that phone so many times, y'all. So many times. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, that phone kept breaking. The screen, every time I fixed the screen, it broke. And then I fixed the screen again. It got water damage. It was just not it. Like, you don't know when things are given to you from God, because you'll just know. This phone I got now, God gave me this phone, because God blessed me with this phone, because ain't nothing happened to this phone since I got it. Nothing. And I didn't manifest it by myself either. Whatever. Boom. Right? Okay. So, like, okay. So, boom. Law of attraction, right? So then that's when I was like manifesting stuff and stuff like that. And I was just so unaware of what I was getting myself into. Right? The whole time I'm thinking it's all fine and dandy. You know, nothing to worry about. Whatever. But that's just the lies that the devil was telling me, just to deceive me, to keep me locked in and not, serving my true God for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those are just the lies that he kept telling me. Like, nothing wrong, whatever. I'm thinking I'm doing good vibes, only, stupid junk, like, whatever. So, now I'm going to start talking about the end of this little lost in the sauce period. And this is when stuff started to really get out of hand, because it was just getting out of pocket, right? So, after this happened, like, this whole thing happened from June all the way to, like, the beginning of August 2019. So, from June to August 2019, that sounds so short, but it felt so long. Oh, my gosh. That summer was probably the longest summer I ever had in my whole entire life. Like, no cap. It felt so long, I promise it. But now saying it out loud, it sounds like such a short time period. But from June to the beginning of August 2019 is when I was lost in the sauce, is what I call it. Because I really was lost in the sauce. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So, as we're getting closer and closer to August 2019, right? And now that I put a time limit on it, it makes more sense, right? So at this point, like, when I was basically like manifesting stuff, and when I started meditating, like, for real, all of this was in the month of July. Like, that was when I was like so lost in the sauce. I thought I was lit for real. Like, I was meditating every day, and it was to the point where, like, I would be, and then boom, 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 and then after I started meditating and stuff like that, then that's when me and my sister, we went to the herb shop and we got us some crystals. Now, most people don't think that nothing is wrong with crystals. Like, it's cute and stuff. Like, it's cute for jewelry, but with new agers, y'all use it as false idols. I know, because I was one of those people. When I got my crystal, I was using it as a false idol. And basically what I mean is, I was using it as a false god, basically. Like, and what I mean is, like, I was basically depending on a crystal to protect me from bad energy and all of that, right? When that's so stupid. Now that I think about it, but whatever. But I was just basically depending on the crystal to I wasn't dependent on it solely. I wouldn't, well, at least I didn't think I was, but I kind of was, like with my mom, like, this, like, brought so much, like, kind of, like, it was, like, separating me from some family members, because, like, we was like into the new age. Me and my little sister, we was into the new age stuff before everybody else got lost in the sauce. Like, we was on it before a lot of people got on it. Like, now there's, like, a lot of people. There's, like, now it seems like everybody is doing it. But before, when this was happening, like, nobody was really doing it for real. Like, nobody was on it for real. So, like, it caused a lot of tension between me and my sister, and me and my mom, because at the time I felt like they didn't understand what I had going on, and I just felt like they weren't woke or whatever. I felt like they didn't understand, like, what I had going on. So it just caused a lot of tension, but really it caused chaos between me and my mom, because my mom is a very God-fearing woman. Like, she she is not, she been out here in this spiritual warfare for some time, so she can recognize all that stuff. So she's the one who brought, like, she the one who bought us the crystals. So, like, she just basically did it because she wanted us, you know, she was like, okay, just let them have this one time or whatever. But, like, towards the end, it started to get real out of pocket, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, when I had first got my crystal, I got a clear quartz crystal. It was a cute girl, just a little bit. But, yeah, it was a clear quartz crystal, and basically, you know, each crystal has a different meaning. Like, if you get a rose quartz, it's supposed to give you more love or whatever. And basically, like, if you get an amethyst, that helps with, like, manifestations and stuff like that. But the clear quartz crystal is meant for, like, clarity and stuff like that. Like, all that good stuff. So I had a clear quartz, right? And this is, like, when I got developed into meditating. Like, I was, like, meditating for real. Like, I was sitting upright. I was clearing my head. It didn't take me long to clear my head. It was like becoming like a real regular thing for me. So then when she bought us the crystals, it basically just like amplified the meditations. Like, it really did. Like, it really amplified the meditation. So when I got them, I was like, I came across this video. Like, I came across the fact that she could, like, meditate with crystals. And this is when it really started turning left, because, like, after this, like, a lot of ish just started turning left, right? So I went on YouTube and I was doing clear quartz meditations, right? And basically how I would meditate with that clear quartz is I would put it over my forehead. Like, it was a necklace, and I would, like, take it. Let me see if I can make an example. So I would, like, it would be, let's just say, this is the necklace, right? And the crystal would be hanging right here. I would take it and I would put it, like, right here to where it's, like, right over my third eye or whatever. I don't even be, look, after I found out all of this, I was like, look, I'm done with all of that third eye chakra, all of that shit. I don't give a F if what it's supposed to mean. I'm done trying to figure out what it means. I'm done with it. The only thing I need is God, for real. But yeah, so basically that's how I meditate. And the very first time I did it, it was so crazy how vivid my meditation was. Like, it was so vivid, and, like, it was like a dream, but I was not dreaming. Like, and I would be trying to, like, with the clear quartz meditation, like, I will be, like, there's this thing called transcending or astral traveling, basically. Especially, like, when your soul, basically, like, when you're meditating and your soul basically just, like, travels all around. I don't know how, like, yeah, it basically just, like, travels all around or whatever. So I was never trying to astral travel, but I was trying to transcend or whatever. And basically, like, I think it's the same thing, just different names. But yeah, so I would be envisioning, like, it's just weird. So boom, my meditation started getting more clear and more vivid and more, like, in depth. I started meditating longer and stuff like that. Like, it would be like, first it started off at like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then toward, like, at this point in time, it was like I was meditating for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes type, like, a long time. Basically, that's half an hour. That's kind of a long time, you know. 30 more minutes, I would have been meditating for an hour. That's a long time. So whatever. And then after that, that's when it started to get hectic, because, like, right after that, we was coming up on the end of July, and at that point, things were kind of, like, in my eyes, things were good, you know. Things didn't start getting scary until this one time I'm about to say, right? So boom, we're coming to the end of July, the beginning of August. Now, for y'all who know me personally, well, whatever, I ain't gonna say that, whatever. But basically, like, it was like June. I don't know which day. I think it was like the last day in July. And we had this party at my house. It was like a family function or whatever. And, you know, I was super, at that point, I was super spiritual. Like, I could feel people's energy and stuff. It was so weird how it was. Like, I was so, like, in touch with my spiritual side, I guess. Like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I could just, like, I don't know. It was weird. But basically, one morning, which is, this is when stuff started getting hectic. Like, one morning, I woke up, and it was the day after we had a family function. And at the family function, like, everybody was there. The whole family was there. It was lit. Like, everybody was there. It was so fun. Whatever. So the next day after that, I woke up. It was just a normal day. I woke up and I meditated, and I had my crystal, so I was doing the clear quartz crystal meditations. And so, before I bring up this meditation, I'm gonna talk about the past one. So, back when I first started doing the clear quartz meditation, like, the meditation was basically like telling me to envision my spirit guide or whatever, and I would and every time, like, I would do the same meditation every time. It would be me on the beach, and then it's just whatever. And every time a white horse will walk up to me, right? So that would be every time I did the clear course meditation. So fast forward to this day after we had our family function. I woke up. It was a normal day, normal regular day. Everything felt completely normal. I woke up. I did my meditation, and in my meditation, that was like the first time. That was the very last time I meditated, y'all. The very last time. So the very, very, very last time. So when I was doing my meditation, usually, like I said, I would see just a white horse, just one white horse. But this particular day, when I did that meditation, I seen two white horses, right? And in my head, but like not literally trying to. I'm not thinking too hard to mess up my meditation. I'm just like, why is there two horses? Is there supposed to be two horses? Like, whatever, right? So, boom. After I got done meditating, you know, I was just watching Netflix, you know, chilling, just chilling. And then I was just walking into my mom's room, and then all of a sudden I hear her cry out in tears. And I went in there. I was like, Mom, what's wrong? And she was like, oh, my brother just died, blah, 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 blah. So I had found out my uncle had died. Now, mind you, I'm still, like, my instinct was to cry, but I didn't. I just kind of like my instinct was to cry, but I kind of like sucked the tears back up somehow. I don't know. But because when we had our family function, I had just seen that man, like, no cap, just seen him. So it was a shocker to like, we had all just seen that man. So it was a shocker to everybody. But like, the next day, woke up, whatever, and then she was like, my brother died. So I had just found out my uncle died, and he drove trucks, and they said that he had, like, his truck crashed or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. So we went to the crash site, and y'all, this is when it started to get so hectic and crazy, and I just did not know what was going on. Like, I was doing stuff so crazy. So, boom. Like, we went to the site where his truck had crashed, and basically, like, I was just there, and I was just trying to take everything in, and I was just analyzing so much stuff in my head. And this is like, I don't even know how to all the way explain it for real. Like, I just felt like I was not myself. Like, I was not myself, and everybody around me could see it in my face that I just was not myself. Like, I really wasn't. Like, when I, like, sometimes when I, like, in that point in time when I looked in the mirror, I did not recognize myself sometimes. Like, it was crazy to me. Like, so this when stuff took a turning point. So we was at the crash site and all of that, and basically, like, everything was just effing crazy. Like, let me see. So we was at the accident site, and the thoughts that was just running through my head was just crazy. Like, I was trying to imagine, like, what my uncle, like, I was just trying to, like, imagine what his soul looks like coming out of his body. I know it's so crazy to say that shit out, to say that junk out loud, but that's, like, the honest truth. Like, I was really sitting there imagining my uncle's soul leaving his body. It's so crazy to me. And I would just be replaying kind of like low-key fake scenarios in my head about stuff. And, like, my mind was just on a whole nother level of, I can't, to this day, I can't even explain it all the way. Like, it's crazy to me. But, like, I don't know. So that's, like, the beginning of that week. Like, yeah. Alright, I'm just skip to when we had, what, I think it was whatever. I don't know what it was, but it was basically, like, all the family had came over to the house. And this one particular family member in particular, she gave me a hug. And then after she gave me a hug, like, the whole time, I still have this crystal around my neck. Like, I wore my crystal all the time. Like, it was around my neck or whatever. But what I didn't know is that crystals can hold spirits and energy onto it. And I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't know that. So, like, we had just lost him. So, all the family was coming over to the house and stuff. And, like, this one particular family member had gave me a hug. And then, like, after she gave me a hug, like, slowly but surely, I felt my crystals starting to get so hot, right? It was such a, I don't know, it was like such a nasty energy on that crystal. Like, it was piercing, it was like burning my skin almost, but not literally. It was just like, I felt the energy piercing off of the stone, like, and it was like burning my skin. And the more it started to burn, the more my mind was becoming more jumbled and more blurry, and it was just crazy to me. Like, I can't even really all the way explain it. Like, it's just like, the more I felt it becoming more hot, the more my mind was being frantic. I was freaking out. I was like low-key having a panic attack, and I just didn't know what the F to do. So finally, I was riding, like, at this point, whatever, I was in the car, and I had gotten into the car because my mom had sent me to go somewhere. And so, like, this is after she gave me a hug and all that stuff. So, my crystal was getting so hot, and I was just like, dang, like, what the heck? Like, I'm having a panic attack. I'm scared right now. Like, I just don't know what's going on. And I thought, like, it's the crystal. So, like, I just basically pulled over to the side of the road and took the crystal off and threw it in the grass. And then after that, I just felt like relief, right? I want to add this little video in because I'm like watching the video over, like, I can, like, remember certain stuff. So after I pulled over and put the crystal off the car, do y'all know I went back to the herb shop and bought 3 more crystals? That is how dependent I was upon the crystal. Like, I was just, like, really thinking that a crystal could protect me from bad energy and stuff like that. And that was just so dumb now that I think about it. But that's just what it was. Like, after that, I really drove straight to the herb shop and bought me 3 more crystals. So, yeah. A false god. That's number 1. But, yeah, continue. Hey, y'all. So, I'm after, like, editing my video, I, like, forgot to talk about a few stuff. So one thing I want to clarify is when I was talking about how I was really in touch with my spiritual side, that would be how the New Agers would say that you're at a high vibration or whatever, right? So when you're, like, when I was there, like, when I was technically at a high vibration or whatever, like, I was very sensitive to other people's energy and basically, like, other people's spirits. So that is how, like, yeah. And then another thing I want to talk about is during that time period, I was talking about, like, after my uncle's death and that whole fiasco with the crystal and stuff, I completely spaced out. I didn't even tell y'all about what else went on after that. So after all of that, right, it was this one point in time when I was in my room And I was basically just like throwing everything out of my room, like for real. Not this room. I was staying in a different room at the time, but literally I was taking everything out of my room because I thought everything had bad energy, right? This is just a thought process that I had inside my head. But that was so stupid. It had me doing some stupid junk. So I was literally just throwing everything out of my room. Like, I was throwing clothes out of my room. I was throwing, like, some furniture. Like, I was throwing so much stuff out of my room, basically. And in this process of basically getting rid of all the bad energy, right? I was like, I had my TV covered up. That's another story. But basically, I was putting rocks. Like, I was, like, putting rocks around my TV to, like, contain the bad energy or whatever. I don't know what. I'm just telling y'all my thought process. So, yeah, that is what I was doing. And then another thing I was turning around mirrors, y'all. And I had, like, this oil, and I was, like, throwing it all over my room. Basically, like, cleansing all the bad energy out of there. But do y'all know that that is a form of witchcraft? Like, I was doing, like, some voodoo witchcraft stuff, and I didn't even know it. Like, I'm sitting here, like, literally turning mirrors around. Like, when I walk past a mirror, it's the back of the mirror. I'm not looking at the glass of the mirror. So I was not able to see myself for real. But, like, that's just some of the stuff I was doing. I was throwing all that stuff out of my room. And so I'm going to talk about this little snippet in time because I have to. It goes along with the story. So in that time period, like, I was just I was not myself. Like, I was really not myself. Like, I felt like myself, but I wasn't myself. Like I was saying, like, my family members and stuff, they could tell. They could see it in my face. I was just not myself at all. I mean, after that whole fiasco with me throwing everything out of my room, turning mirrors around and all that stuff, right? Basically, I was just thinking stuff, crazy thoughts in my head. Like, I thought I was pregnant at the time. And basically, like, my parents was, like, mad concerned. Like, they was like, what's going on with you? Like, what's wrong? Like, da-da-da-da. Because, like, you were not acting like yourself. Like, what's good? Like, da-da-da-da, all this stuff. But I had no words for myself. The only thing I could really say was what I thought. So I told them that I was pregnant and stuff like that. Even though I definitely wasn't. Never been pregnant a day in my life. But, yeah. I don't know. So I ended up telling my parents that crazy stuff. They thought I was crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy. I even thought I was crazy because I'm like, what the F is really going on? Like, I don't know. Like, my mind was just so jumbled up and crazy. Like, it really was. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, that's just what it was. So, featuring Layla Baby. But basically, I want to add on just one more little snippet. Right? After this whole thing, like, after all of that, basically, like, how I got myself out of it was I literally went into full prayer mode. Like, I got my Bible. I just flipped to whatever scripture I thought was right, and I just started reading the Bible. I started praying, like, so hard, because at that point, I knew for a fact that I had definitely welcomed demons into my house and into my life and to take over me. Like, I knew the only thing that could really help me was God. So I literally went into full prayer mode, got my Bible, everything. I was just like, Lord, look, I need you to get all these bad spirits away, like, right now. But yeah, that's what's going on. And now we're talking about the end of the video now. Let's just start with why New Age is bad. Because I basically just told y'all, like, a little bit about what I was experiencing and the things that I was going through. Now, let me just tell you the part that they don't tell you, right? So, first of all, let's start off with meditation. Basically, let's just start off with meditation. Basically, when you sit in that little crisscross position and you hold your hands like that in that little pose or whatever, and you're sitting like that, do you know that you are channeling different spirits into your body? I didn't know that. And remember, I told you I was meditating every day. So every day I was channeling new spirits into my body. That's number one. Number two, the law of attraction. The reason why law of attraction is bad is because it gets your mind, it unfocuses your mind off of God, and basically makes your focus shift to your own self. Being self-righteous and prideful, like how our human nature already is. So basically shuts God out of the picture, and you're basically your own God. So that's the problem with law of attraction. The tarot card readings. In the Bible, it tells us not to seek information from psychics or tarots or anything like that, because we will be deceived by what they're saying. So what I didn't know about the tarot card readings is that all of, like, them, when they be saying they hearing stuff in the spirit and stuff like that, those don't be angels they be talking to. Those be demons that they be talking to. So, you know, demons are around us every day, just like how our angels are with us every day. Or I ain't gonna say our angels, I'll say just like how Jesus is around, like, with us every day. He's with us all the time. That's how demons are in the spirit world. Like, they're literally, their number one job is to make us F up as humans so they can take our soul, like, whatever. But yeah, so the devil knows what you want. But anyway, okay. The devil knows what you want. So he knows what he can do to deceive you and to keep you fooled. So at that point in time when I was doing pick a card readings, like, I was like inquiring about my love life. That tarot card reader is gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear, because that's what's gonna keep you deceived and sleep and not knowing what's really going on for real. So that's why it be sounding so sweet and so subtle at the time, because obviously they're gonna tell you what you want to hear, so that way they can hook, line, and sinker. Duh. Right? So that's law of attraction and all of that good stuff. So all of this I found out from watching somebody else's testimony, which is why I'm giving mine. And I hope I told my story right. I'm gonna rewatch it to see what's going on for real. But yeah, so those are the main three things, and everything else, forgive me for not bringing it into this video, but that's just all I can say off my heart. Is that came from my own testimony, is the law of attraction, the meditation, and the crystals too. The crystals, all of that stuff. Because with the crystals, those are false gods. Take it how you want. Ain't no crystal gonna give you love like how Jesus gonna give you love. Ain't no crystal gonna help you manifest. Ain't no crystal gonna give you clarity like how Jesus can give you clarity. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a false god. I don't care what you say. It's a false god. And that's not how we're supposed to, like, our one and only God is the one who is king. It has his kingdom in heaven. Like, that is our God. So when we sit in here down here talking about, a crystal gonna give me love, and a crystal gonna give me clarity, and a crystal gonna give me this, and a crystal gonna give me that, that's false God worship. So right there. But the whole point of New Age is to get your mind focused on yourself and things of this world, rather than getting you focused on Jesus Christ. And that is why I'm telling my story today. It's so that way y'all can know that this New Age, all of this stuff is literally just made to deceive you. All of it. And while we're on the topic of being deceived, y'all are being deceived every day by the people who control this, world. Y'all are being deceived every day. And I just hope and pray that y'all find y'all way to God, because he's the only way. He's the only way. The only way. He's the way, the light, the life, for real. He's the way to everlasting life after this physical life. He's the way. He's the only way. He's the only way. That's it. That's the only way I can put it. Like, he's the only way to go. Without Jesus in your life, you're going to forever be lost. That's just a fact. It's a fact. Whether you believe me or not, it's a fact. If you don't have Jesus, if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, get one. If you don't believe in him, start believing. Start asking for understanding. Start asking for knowledge. Start talking. Start praying. It don't matter how big, how small. Just start talking, start praying, start getting your life together right with Jesus, because in these times that we are living in right now, if y'all read the Bible, these are the end times that we are living in. All of this coronavirus stuff, all of this stuff is literally in the Bible. Like, well, obviously, literally not the word coronavirus is in the Bible, but you'll get what I'm saying. Like, we're just in the end times, y'all. And Jesus is coming back soon. We need to all get our lives right. And we need to all get on fire for Jesus, because we need to give our lives to Jesus, because he's the only one that's going to save us. And save us from what? He going to save us from hell. Yeah, I said it. Hell is the place that nobody wants to go. But everybody think they're going to heaven, but are you really? Be real with yourself. Do you think if you die right now, God is going to accept you into heaven? If you don't know the answer to that, or if you think the answer is no, then start praying. Start talking to God right now. Start building a relationship right now, because the moment you start talking, that's when God gonna activate himself in your life for real, because he ain't doing nothing but patiently waiting for y'all to come and talk to him. He's there all the time, watching y'all. He's with y'all every day, every second, every moment of the day. He's right there watching everything, right there by your side. So while you're sitting there crying because you don't know what's wrong, while you're sitting there mad at people, and while you're sitting there not forgiving people, just talk to God. Talk to Jesus. He's right there. He's the only one that's going to care about you for real. He's the only one that loves you for real. You're his kid. He created you. He created all of us. He's your father, and he's your father. No funny stuff, for real. He's there for you when nobody is. No human on this earth is going to love you the way Jesus loved you. And that's just a fact. That's just a real fact. Like, honestly, I think I might cut the whole first part of the video out and just put this part in, because this is the real message. Like, the real message is to stop focusing on what this world got going on. And y'all, oh my goodness, this is a topic I'm about to talk on too, because y'all got me bent right now. Y'all are so focused on this Black Lives Matter stuff. It's got y'all so lost in the sauce. So lost in the sauce. It really do. Because now y'all think everything is about skin color. If you and a white person both take a knife and cut the middle of y'all hand, what color y'all blood gonna be? It's both gonna be red. Both of y'all gonna have the same color blood. So what that mean? We all the same. It says it in the Bible. We all are one. We all came from the dirt. God all made us from dust. Literally, it's in the Bible. Read it. Genesis. It's right there. The first chapter. We were all made from dust. Every last human being on this earth was all made from the same exact thing, which is dust. Dirt. Literally. God just, boom, made us a human. I don't know how he did it. It's beyond me, but it's a fact. Read the Bible. God's word is the truth. That's it. So all this black and white, Chinese, yellow, brown, orange, it don't matter what color your skin is. We are all God's children. We are all the same. But they just have y'all so deep and lost in the sauce. It's so sad. Y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to start praying. Y'all need to start reading y'all Bible. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's not easy. It's not. It's a process. The whole thing is a process. But the sooner you start, the better. Because time is running out. Time is ticking, man. Theoretical time. but actual time at the same time. Like, I think that's pretty much all I got to say. And I think after I watch this video, it's so long. After I watch this video, then I'll probably add more or add segments on or something. But for right now, I'm gonna end this video. And I hope what I said spoke volumes. I hope y'all took something from this video. If you made it to the end of the video, type in the comments, God bless. Yes, God bless. If you made it to the end of the video. God bless everybody. Everybody who watched this video. And I hope I did a good job. I'll know when I watch it if I did a good job. But yeah, that's the ending message. Get right with Jesus. And this is a sign right here. This is your sign from the universe. Go fast. Chill. That was so inappropriate. But I'm so serious. This is your sign right now. This is God talking through me right now. Y'all need to get right. Y'all need to start taking this serious. Y'all need to start fearing God is what y'all need to do. Because once you fear God for real, you'll start living right. Because you'll understand He the only one that can kill your body and your soul. He the only one who can take that away. The only one. He got the power. Y'all sit here scared of stuff that is just so irrelevant. Just beyond me. But alright, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. If you made it this far, type God bless in the comments. And if there's another video after this, then I'll see y'all in the next video. If not, then I love y'all. And peace.